Okay, so welcome to Tattoo Tea Time. This is our first episode. We have me, I'm Leah.
Megan.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Sarina.
Yeah, and we're here to talk about tattoo stuff. It's fun. It's great.
Fun and fresh.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's good.
So maybe we should start by just like introducing ourselves and like maybe like how long we've been tattooing, what kind of stuff we do. So I have been tattooing for just over 3 years now. I mostly do black and gray, kind of like cutesy, like someone once described it as like graphic designy kind of stuff, which is the best way to describe it, I think. Yeah. How about you, Megan?
I'm so nervous. It's okay. It's okay. We got an audience over there. You mean nervous?
They're not looking.
You know,
it's
though.
fine. They're not looking. It's fine. It's fine.
I do a lot of American traditional. I've been tattooing for like, I don't know, a little bit over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
I'm Nathan. Did you do Instagram handle?
I didn't.
Oh.
But we could.
Chatted by Megan.
We could.
I'll just save that for later.
We'll drop it later.
I've been tattooing for just over 2 years. My style is like, I'd like to say Japanese. It's more Japanese inspired. I like doing black work and like illustrative stuff. Like it's really me.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
like I said, I'm Sarina, and I do like trad-ish tattoos.
Trad-inspired.
Yeah, trad-inspired, I would say. But lately, a lot of black work,
Mm-hmm.
big to be honest. Yeah, it's been a little over 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, twins. Yeah. We're matching.
Really? Are we
Around
all like
there.
the same like kind of experience? Like same amount of experience?
Around there, I guess. Yeah, I guess I would be the longest out of all of us.
Well, you are our boss.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything in terms of like tattoo experience. Okay. Yeah, we're all pretty fresh, I guess, in the world of it, but that doesn't mean, yeah, we're just babies. But yeah, I'm glad that we get to sit around and talk about stuff like this because what? Oh, I got distracted. Sorry. What was I saying? I'm glad we got to sit around and talk about stuff like this because I feel like a lot of times the voices we do here are more like old school, kind of like, I don't know, old head kind of perspectives. And we're definitely not that. So here we are. Yeah, I think we want to open with like if each of us could share about like how we each got into tattooing. Like if that was an apprenticeship or we just landed here somehow. Why don't we start on the other end? Like, how about you, Sarina? Why don't you
Sure.
start?
Yeah. By the way, we're in Calgary. I started in Calgary. So I saw like an apprenticeship coming out of the pandemic, kind of. That was like at Black Sheep Tattoos in Bowness. And like, yeah, that was just kind of with Jay over there. He was like kind of on his way out of the industry though. He's definitely like an old head, kind of stoner vibes as well, but great artist.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with old head stoners.
Yeah,
We have nothing against them.
that's a whole generation.
We
and
love them.
They've made
Okay.
it work. So
Yes.
I was like, teach me your ways.
Yeah.
And now he was like also teaching me how to like do t-shirts on the side, like push the business, get a following in the Bowness side of things, take walk-ins and just be on the toes about that.
Cool.
That was like under a year apprenticeship though, because like he was kind of like losing his passion, I think, just not really in it anymore. But I learned what I learned, and then the opportunity opened up at Stone Garden Sister Shop, Jade and Dagger.
Mm-hmm.
That was by you guys.
Mhm.
And I was like, hi,
Hey.
look at I'm my
here.
art, and maybe I'm good enough. So
And you were, because here you are.
yeah.
So,
And I joined in around Halloween time. So
yeah. Yeah.
Did like that Halloween flash day and got a lot of exposure, I think, through that. And
just been growing ever since.
yeah,
Yeah.
spent a year at Jade and Dagger, and then it was a year,
Yeah, something like that.
and then Stone Garden opened up in Bridgeland, and I was like,
yeah,
that's where I'm going.
cool.
It's closer to where I live. So
Very logical decision making.
yeah,
Very practical.
yeah. If that made any sense at all, I hope you guys followed along.
Okay, how about you, Nate?
Well, I started kind of on the same time. Well, fuck, we're all 2 years in, so I guess we started at the same time. But yeah, kind of more tail end of COVID, I had graduated from uni, and I think like during the time I was in uni, I was just like always curious about tattoos. And then funny enough, I made my thesis project in university about tattoos,
Oh yeah.
which was so stupid looking back because it made no sense for like a thesis project.
But did they love it? Like, did it work?
It got me
Yeah,
my
like-
grade. It got me my degree. So
C's get degrees, right?
can't complain. I kind of just like on the summer just before I started, I was just like getting tattoos. I was talking to a lot of people, and then I landed at my apprenticeship at a private studio with my mentor. And it was like kind of like a lucky coincidence because the person who actually like gave like was like offering it was like my mentor's partner. And then she was a family friend of mine, so then she kind of knew who I was. She knew about me through my cousin who had been getting tattooed by my mentor. And so it was just kind of like an easy transition, I guess, into
Wait,
like
so you're a nepo baby?
I wouldn't say like a nepo baby because it's like I don't really
Yeah.
know the family friend that
Okay,
well.
I was
You know what
totally
mean?
joking, but yeah.
But like maybe
Sure.
honestly,
Light,
the
nepo
way that
light.
it came, yeah, nepo light, nepo plus.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like I started tattooing there. I taught myself a lot outside of my mentor, just getting like hours in whenever I could. And then fast forward like a year working there, I applied to Jade, which is my home studio, not Stone Garden, because they don't like me enough.
I mean, you're
Go
here, aren't you? You're literally here right now. So
Literally. But yeah, I applied to Jade, and luckily Leah and Will liked me enough.
yeah,
And I think I'm good enough to be here.
I guess.
I don't know. That's been pretty much it for like
the
the
imposter
past.
syndrome has been
Yeah.
consistent.
Oh, 100%.
Kicking in,
100%.
dude.
Oh my god.
For like the past year and a bit, it's just been like I don't know how I'm a resident here.
Yeah.
But
Here you are.
here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie. It's
Hey.
your turn.
It's you.
Mine was like super fucking weird because I was like getting tattooed by the studio I ended up working at by the owner, and then him and I just like went out for a smoke, and then he was just like, "So do you draw?" I was like, "Kinda, like I doodle, I guess." He's like, "Can I see some of it?" Sure. Showed him a couple of things. He's like, "Yeah, I can work with this. Do you want an apprenticeship?"
Dang.
Oh wow.
And
Oh
Really?
my
I was
gosh.
Okay. But I was moving to Banff. So I was like, hey, we'll just like keep in touch, and then whenever the season's over, like I'll just come back.
Yeah.
And then we bought a couple Amazon machines.
Ooh.
And I tattooed a bunch of people in my apartment, which I need to touch up. Anybody who's fucking
If you got tattooed in Megan's apartment,
let me
come
fix that
back.
shit. And then moved back after like 9 months. My apprenticeship was kind of short though, because my mentor, he just kind of like was going through some shit, so he retired.
dang.
And I learned a lot myself, my own mistakes and my family. Thanks.
Thanks
Shout
to the
out.
fam.
Thanks to the fam. Let me fix that too, actually.
Now that we're better, please come back.
Let me fix it, okay? And then did 2 years there, and I hated Edmonton, so now I'm here. Vibing.
She's a Calgary
so.
girly now. Yeah, here at Stone
Thriving.
Garden.
Shout out Calgary.
Woo!
Ooh, why was he?
It's better than Edmonton for those who don't know. Yeah, I guess For me, I started in the middle of the pandemic because I feel like I had a quarter life crisis, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I don't enjoy what I'm doing. Oh yeah, because I was a social worker before I started tattooing, which was like lit, but also I was mentally ill, so like it was very bad for me. Yeah, but yeah, so I was able to I was really lucky compared to other people. I was able to like just quit my job and like look for an apprenticeship. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, but I was able to do that. I actually landed at like a different studio than the one I like, I guess like did most of my apprenticeship. I was at this other place for like about a month, but me and the guy that was supposed to be my mentor, I don't like to call him my mentor because like I didn't learn that much from him.
Fair.
In the time I was there. And also I think he just didn't like me. So that's why they let me go after like a month or whatever. Honestly I think that's what it was. Like the vibe was not it. So ended up only being there for a month. Was like depressed with my life for a bit, and I ended up applying to Atticus, which like a lot of Calgary people will know Atticus. It's like really famous for like walk-ins. And like yeah, they're one of the more established, I guess, in like I guess the general public's mind.
They've been
Been around.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, even longer than I knew. Like I was like, wait, you guys haven't always been in this location? They're like, no, we were like down the road somewhere. I'm like,
really?
oh, okay.
They didn't always used to be at that house?
Yeah, no, it was a different spot before.
Oh.
So I actually didn't know that. But anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. But yeah, I was there for like about a year. And kind of same thing as like you guys, like Megan and Sarina. Like I think like the guy that they put me with, they just like put me with him, and he like didn't really want to teach, but he was like the most experienced person there, and like he had like a few other apprentices, and I don't know, just like I don't think it was his passion to like teach anything. So no fault of his own. I think he was just kind of thrown into that position. So I ended up teaching myself a lot and just like watching a ton of the other artists that like work there and stuff. I did a bunch of bad tattoos myself. I'd rather mess up my own skin than someone I know, because I can't imagine a worse feeling than going somewhere and being like, oh my gosh, I messed you up. So my anxiety was like, I'd rather frick myself up than a homie.
Dude, I fucked up so many of my own tattoos. It's kind of funny.
Honestly, like I could probably show you guys later. They're pretty bad. But anyway, like as soon as they were okay-ish, then I could tattoo my friends, and then from there move on to clients, and then yeah, so like here we are now, I guess. But yeah, I guess we all started around the same time, and we all kind of like didn't have the greatest apprenticeships from what it sounded like, which I guess is like a really common theme, I guess, in the tattoo industry. I don't know, like what were you guys looking for in your apprenticeships that like maybe you did get or didn't get? Like what can you say about that, I guess?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I was just so blindly going into this. I
kind of like just
don't even know what's going on. I still don't even know what's going on.
She just showed up one day and she was like, I guess I'm apprenticing.
Just like showed up and been like, do you draw? Yeah. Okay. You want to work with me? I guess. Like that's how it sounded like.
Yeah.
I'd like send him like pictures of my drawings. He's like, hey, fix this, fix that. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
We're so strange.
Wait. So Megan, like the guy at Banff said this.
No, it was in Edmonton.
Oh, in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just went to Banff.
I moved to
after-
Banff.
Oh, okay.
After
Yeah.
we had this conversation.
You moved back to Edmonton
And yeah.
after a bit. Okay. The timeline is clearing up.
Yeah, right? Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just a little confusing. Because I know you do tattoo out of Banff, like quite a bit.
Yeah, I go guest spot
Yeah.
at Strike First.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely humans.
Yeah, they sound really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we got distracted. But like, what? Yeah. How about you, Nate? How about you, Sarina?
Well, for mine, I think like looking for an apprenticeship, I was trying to do like my due diligence. Like a lot of artists were telling me like, first and foremost, do not go to the first place that offers you a like an apprenticeship, because
Mm-hmm.
half the time it will not be a good like option. And
I don't think I heard that advice.
oh really?
I don't think I did.
Well, no, it's just like it's different because like it depends on like if that like shop is like your style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was like the most important thing that they were trying to get at was that if the first place that offers you an apprenticeship is not exactly what you want to be doing while you're tattooing, like obviously don't go there.
Yeah.
But like when I was like doing cold calls, like just emailing shops, being like, hey, could I come in? Do you guys have any like thing that you need help with? Like I'll easily volunteer like time. They were like like I had one potential place that I wanted to go to that I made my like I went in to go do a portfolio review for.
Okay.
And the guy who critiqued me like just shit on the work that I and like what's funny was that they were looking for apprentices at the time too.
Yeah.
It's just like I was a little bit just too late on the punch. But I went in and I was like so because I like in school I knew how to take critiques and everything like that.
Yeah.
Right. But like when it came to like this critique, it was like this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And I'm like, okay, cool, but like why?
Yeah.
And like that answer just wasn't there. So then I was feeling a little bit deterred. And like there were a few places that I wanted to go check out, but then I think in my mind I was just like when I first got offered the apprenticeship at the place that I did take an apprentice at, like I just knew that that was an option. And that was the only option that I had standing, that I was like, why not just go into it so I could get into the industry and then just make it my own at some point? Because regardless, that's going to happen during an apprenticeship anyways. It's just going to be like how like hand-holdy is your mentor going to be throughout the process.
Yeah.
And like with how my style was developing through my apprenticeship, obviously it like kind of took a turn with my mentor where it was I can teach you the basics, but then now it's just a matter of like taking it and running with it on your own, which is like again, it's how almost every apprenticeship, it's almost how every tattooer's career is going to go anyways. You're going to start with something and then you're just going to make it your own at some point.
Yeah.
So I think like the biggest thing that I would have wanted to change when it came to like my apprenticeship, I don't even know if that's part of the question, but
No, good.
But
it
like,
was open ended, so yeah.
but like I think like the biggest thing that I would have changed like looking in was just to be a little bit more careful, I guess, about it, like be more thoughtful about it, because I'm sure that there would have been plenty of other shops, like had I gone to shops that were like a little bit more established, I think I would have found a mentor eventually that was like closer to how my style is right now. But it's just that I was too eager and too like, I guess I just didn't know enough about the industry to be like, I actually have plenty of other options.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That makes sense. Yeah.
What about you, Sarina?
I definitely made the mistake of going with my first opportunity. Because it was like I was just stressing, being like, okay, I gotta like just get my portfolio like knocked out and then email everybody.
Yeah.
Or like scour Instagram for any kind of apprenticeship open.
Yeah.
Like, and it was hard because like all the shops were already kind of struggling with the pandemic times and like, okay, we're locked down, like you only like appointment only. So it was like hard to even get into shops and be like, hi, can you look at my portfolio?
Yeah.
So I just went with my first opportunity.
Yeah.
And I definitely kind of think if I were to do it again, I would have taken my time. I would have looked more into like not just the shop, but just like the artist. Even if they weren't looking for an apprentice, I'd be like, how many years do they have under their belt? What kind of style do they do? And like, if they can look at my portfolio and be like, oh yeah, like that's a good idea, like go with that. And like, I don't know, just get a relationship going before I even tell them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I'm thinking about this.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, but I think like it's kind of tough though, like being picky, I feel like. Because, where I first ended
100%.
up,
Yeah.
that was the first place that got back to me. So that's where I ended up. Like, because Calgary is so weird because there's so many tattoo shops here, but not a lot of people want to teach. Right.
Mhm.
So I did the same thing. Like I made like an online portfolio and I was like emailing a ton of people and like most people like just didn't reply, just like left me on red, or some people were like, sorry, like we're not accepting apprenticeships. I had one guy that was like, it wasn't even him. It was like his apprentice who emailed me back. Like, I can't imagine emailing for a tattoo apprenticeship. And I was like, who are you?
What do you even mean, bro?
Yeah, it was so funny. Like, I was like,
how else are you supposed to do it?
Yeah.
like, well, because it was the pandemic. So I was like, I don't
Yeah.
think people want me to like just walk in
Yeah.
the middle of a pandemic and be like, hey, you know what I mean? So I was like, this is the like the safe way, I guess. But anyway, not to go off on that tangent, I guess. But like, I feel like you want to be picky, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to wait forever and just like turn down these other opportunities if that's all I'm gonna get, right? Like it's kind of risky in that sense. But I do agree. Like I wish like I don't know if there's like I don't know, because there's more organic ways of getting a tattoo apprenticeship where it's like, oh, you just like get to know the artist and like hang out at the shop all the time, right? But like I don't know if there's like a guaranteed way to make sure like you do end up with an apprenticeship, because like I don't know if there's people out there who have been hanging out at shops and have been like building those relationships and they're still not learning, you know? So it's like I think a lot of us took that gamble where it was like, okay, might be the only thing I can get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's the industry itself is like, it's like so weird because it's so ingrained in like this is how we have to do it, but it's not the best way, I feel like. So it's like people just do what they can, I think. So but ideally it would have been nice to be like, yeah, we're like homies. Because I think like me and the guy I ended up with at Atticus, like we had nothing in common. Like he was doing like black and gray realism, I was doing like hard lines, hard black. He'd be like, you're running your machine too high. I'm like, you're running yours too slow. Like we were like literally the worst like match for each other, but that was my only option. So I was like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing. I don't know, but yeah, I think like for me, like, yeah, I agree. Like I wish like we could have had the luxury of being more picky about it. But at the same time, I like wish that like, I don't know, like maybe that's unfair to put it on like the mentor or whatever, but I just wish like my apprenticeship, I don't know, like was structured differently where like it wasn't just me kind of like running after my own learning. It was more, if it was more like structured isn't like, this is what we're learning today and like this is what I want you to practice. Like it's very much like self-taught, as in like, okay, what do I struggle with? How can I practice? Where can I learn from?
YouTube University.
Yeah, YouTube University, basically. I don't know, like I hate to say it, but like I feel like Atticus was almost just like getting my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then like once I'm in that space, then I'm like free to like figure it out for myself. Which I know a lot of people will get mad at, but like I don't know. Like it's like we're limited on like who can teach us, but then also they get mad at us when we are resourceful on our own, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like I guess it doesn't matter now because like we're tattooing, we're doing the thing now. But I think if we're gonna go back and look at how things began, I wish there was like a more structured way of getting into it, if that makes sense.
It's like I feel like it's just like a trad thing. Like you know, it's just like in tradition, like people, like artists that are in the industry, they know that you want what they have.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I feel like it just gets propelled down because it's just ingrained to everybody's heads where it's like, yeah, I can teach you, but it's at the same time it's like it's an effort to put in to teach you, and it's like, but like obviously if you're gonna show initiative, you're gonna obviously be more appealing as like somebody to take on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's just like the fact that there's no structure in that, even that first part of like how can I get into contact with somebody? How can I find somebody?
Exactly.
Like, I feel like that just like water or trickles down to like there's not going to be structure during the whole learning process, which sucks. But like at the same time, like, you know, I feel from my experience too, like I feel it kind of takes the better ones through the process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because otherwise, like yourself, myself, like all of us wouldn't be
It definitely
here.
weeds out people
Yeah,
who
right.
aren't like serious.
Because
about
it's
it, I
like
feel
if you're gonna think that tattooing is about holding your hand the whole time, it's like
yeah, which like
It's
again,
not.
I'm not under any delusion that
Yeah.
like anyone was like gonna give up their time to hold my hand.
oh no, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not what I'm saying. Like as in like, oh, I wish someone was there with me every step of the way, you know? But I don't know. I think like
Some sort of structure would
some
have
kind
been
of structure,
helpful.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you think about any other industry, like if you're like a welder or like, I don't know, an electrician or something, it's like, oh, here's the program. You need to work 350 hours doing this thing.
Mhm.
And then you can call yourself like a whatever your trade is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing like that for tattooing.
Yeah.
And also like there's not a lot of like oversight. So like that's where you get the danger of like scratchers who are like tattooing out of their apartments. What?
Couldn't be
But
me.
like I don't know. I think the danger there is just like that they're not doing it like
I was safe
hygienically.
about it.
Yeah. I'm
I was
trusting.
safe about it.
I'm trusting.
You're here.
I'm trusting.
Right? I made it this far.
I'm trusting that you were doing it hygienically, but then there's like no oversight, as in like, oh, like anyone can just go and get a machine off Amazon and like give their friend an infection. You know what I mean? So
I think
like
that's why there's so much gatekeeping.
exactly, which makes
first place,
sense. It's
yeah.
like, yeah, keep that knowledge for people who are like serious about it. But also I think there's like an issue where it's like, okay, we need to like go down to the roots of it, because if I don't know, I think if people are having trouble finding apprenticeships, no one wants to teach them, and they're frustrated, they are going to go back to their basement and tattoo people at their basement.
Okay,
you know?
question. So like I think this is going into like our next topic too. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. But like tattoo universities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is like you could say that is like the most structured that you can find
Yeah.
in like the industry. But at
Mhm.
the same time, it's like tattoo universities are like easily like the biggest scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like when it comes to actually teaching someone, the fact that like there are people there that give out like these courses
Yeah.
that last a month and
Yeah.
you only come in on the weekends,
And they're like, how
and
many
they
grand?
expect you
Yeah.
like 100 grand, like 2K, however like much bullshit money
Yeah.
goes into it, right? And like they basically say that by the end of it you're printed,
expert.
you're printed like this bullshit certificate and being
Oh my
like,
gosh.
you can be a tattoo artist.
I want
Yeah.
a certificate.
But let's say you were like doing that university out of like your apartment. You're just
Yeah.
learning online, because that's what a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
are
Mhm.
online.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, I got the certificate. I'm gonna go to my local tattoo shop and,
And
be like,
show them.
hey guys, look at my certificate.
It's
Like,
good
how would you
idea.
guys
Can you
feel
let
if
me
someone
in?
did like walked in and like
But here's the thing. A lot of those courses aren't like, I don't know. If you look at an actual university, it's like accredited. It's like peer reviewed. You know what I mean? It's not like this random person like, I'm an expert. Let me teach you. You know what I mean? I think there's like a difference between like, oh, like let me pursue this own knowledge for myself, as opposed to, hey, I'm an expert. Let me teach it to all these other people with no one keeping that person in check. You know what I mean? Like, because like the people joining this like course don't know that you're not like, I don't know, the biggest expert in it. It's just like they're just like, oh, I want to learn, and they're learning from the first person that they come across. It's like there's that danger there, because it's like, and then you're not gonna be taken seriously wherever you go, because someone's gonna be like, who the frick was this person? Who's Sally whatever who taught you this course? I have no idea who this is. Like there's no like, I guess like accountability there, and it's just like too much of a free for all. I think that's where I think it gets kind of like muddy, I feel
Yeah.
like. Because not to say that these people who do offer these courses don't know what they're doing or like don't have experience
It's
or
like
whatever.
I swear it's like very few that like
Yeah.
actually give you like in-depth knowledge, and because it's like I'm saying it's like 100% a scam, like half the time.
A lot of the ones I've seen, yeah.
like like
I don't know.
4K or whatever. And then like the thing is like some of these artists or certificate holders go into the industry, and then all of a sudden they'll find like a studio that will take them.
Yeah.
It's like you look at their work and it's like, this isn't a tattoo artist.
No.
This is essentially a scratcher that's at a studio.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it just like validates them being in the industry, but at the same time it's like, well, this sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It sucks. Like a lot of people who do want to enter the industry, their hands are tied because it's like, oh, like go get an apprenticeship, can't get an apprenticeship. Like don't be a scratcher, but you can't get an apprenticeship. Like it's like what avenues do people have?
Like don't get me wrong too. Like people that start out at home
Mm-hmm.
can lead to success.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Megan. Even like further example, which this is great. Like I just found this out. Water Street Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
Like Stace, he started as a scratcher because nobody wanted to take him.
Yeah.
And then now he's like however many K followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's been down to like the Black Claw or Alter Tet. Oh my god.
A few places.
Down in like the States.
Yeah.
Working at like the place that fucking makes Black Claw needles
Mm-hmm.
with the Grime, a very famous artist as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, he started out just tattooing at home,
Mm-hmm.
and like, I don't know, man. It's a weird line because
There
it's
is
like
a weird line.
like
Because there's people like Water Street who are so talented
mhm,
and they started tattooing at home.
yeah.
But then there's like other people who start at home who are like, I can do that too, but they don't have the talent. So it's like,
yeah, like
you know, and then they're giving people bad tattoos and just ruining people's lives. You know what I mean?
like to go to your point, like earlier when you were saying how you give yourself tattoos when you first started, and like, yeah, they weren't the greatest,
But it was
it's
on
like
myself.
you'd rather
Yeah.
do that on yourself. I feel like as artists, you have to have that sort of like empathy to people, like your clients,
Mm-hmm.
being like, once you finish the tattoo, that has to be like your best work
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah.
Like
You
like
have to be
almost
passionate about every single piece you do.
one. Like whenever like my clients ask me like, what's your favorite piece? I'll
Oh
look
my
at like
gosh.
the wall at like Jade that we have all of our stencils on, and I'll be like, honestly, like all of these
Yeah.
are really
I
like
feel
my favorite.
so lame when I say that.
And that's
I'm
the thing.
like
Oh my
every
God.
tattoo I've done
But it's
is
like
my
you
favorite
can't
tattoo.
not, like if you don't say that though too,
Yeah.
you know, it's like you're doing a disservice to like everybody that got tattooed by you. And
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, man. Some of these, it grinds my gears, man. Some of the
Yeah.
people in the industry that's just like, and like I say this, I'm only like 2 years in, but like I just gotta say, like overall, like overarching like thing that I'm trying to get at is that you owe your clients like your best work
Exactly.
every single time.
Exactly.
And the fact that like somebody's giving you shitty lines and calling it like, damn, this is my greatest work ever. I'm like, bro,
They're like, ooh, I
that's-
did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
you have to be delusional. You have to be narcissistic, egotistical to be like, this is a great tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. And there's like so much context, right? Because like everyone's like story about how they got into the industry is going to be like different. Like we all kind of started similarly, but still it's like different, right? And I think like, I don't know, like it's hard to say like there's one right way to do it. But I think like from what I'm gathering from everyone kind of wished their experience was a bit different.
Yeah.
And then like, but like, like regardless of where we start, like I think it's most important like where you take yourself, right? Because like, you could start literally, I don't know, in a ditch somewhere, but you could like take yourself up to huge heights, right? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, I think, just bragging on someone else's experience and saying that's not the way to do it.
I know.
Because
That's-
it's like you took yourself
That's the thing.
to where you are now,
Yeah.
and it's fine, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so much.
It's
There's
just
so
like
much.
so much. It's so much to unpack, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like so heavy
on
to
the
get
tip of the
into.
iceberg right
And
now.
like it's like it's
Yeah.
not even like you have to like we have to talk like for the whole 96 hours.
Yeah.
Whatever this can hold.
Yeah.
As soon as that turns off, we're
We'd have to
done.
talk
We're
100
done.
hours.
We're here all
about
night,
this.
you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's like a good topic to open up on because I think that's like for a lot of people where they start in tattooing. Like it's like, oh, how did you get into this? And I think that like influences a lot of like where your career takes you, I think. I don't know. Because I feel like, for example, I'm fueled by spite. Like some people are like, I love what I do. I'm kidding. Maybe a little
Nobody
bit.
thinks Leah's a real
Maybe a little
artist,
bit. I'm
but
just
here we
spiteful.
are. Here she is after opening 2 studios.
No.
You know,
Oh my god.
that's crazy.
No, I'm totally joking. But I think yeah, the main thing is like, I don't know. There's like so much we could talk about in terms of apprenticeships, but it's like it's what you do with it.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not mad at like how mine fucking went.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
You found your
Like,
way.
That's
Eventually.
Overall,
Yeah.
overall, you can't like. I don't think any of us could be mad.
Yeah.
No, like I'm so
Regardless.
grateful that he even gave me the opportunity.
Yeah.
100%.
Knowing I did
Mhm.
dick all with art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I think the main thing too, which I guess like we can kind of talk about. This is kind of off kilter, I guess, but I think like the main thing I've noticed like from the shops that we work at and like how intentional we are with what we do, like we've been successful because not only are we all, I don't know, I think we all have like a little bit of imposter syndrome. We all have
A
high
little.
anxiety. We're all like freaking out every time we tattoo someone. But I think that also kind of lends to like the quality of the tattoos we do, and like the experience that we give people. Because like we're also new, but we're all like growing our clientele. We're all doing relatively well, and I think that's part of like all of us want to do our best work, and then also like we really like care for our clients. I feel like if that's like something you guys have noticed, I feel like
Yeah.
I get so many like, oh my god, thank you for like actually letting me like replace my stencil.
yeah, the minimum.
You know, it's the bare minimum, babe. Like it's on you forever. I don't give a
Like,
fuck.
thanks for letting me know you didn't
Right?
like that spot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
100%.
saying, yeah, that's fine.
Like I'll move your
Yeah.
stencil all day if you wanted to. I don't care.
Yeah.
What was like the worst stencil? Like how long did you spend
I
stenciling with them?
spent over 2 hours placing a girl's
Yeah.
stencil.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude, for real.
And we ended up putting it in the exact same spot we ended up in. The
Fuck.
first time. Yeah. But it was okay. Like I wasn't mad about it. Like she was like it was like her first or second, so she was kind of picky, which is
Yeah.
fine. But
I'd
I was
rather
like
take the 2
hours.
Trying to figure it out than like have them be like, I hate where this is placed the rest of their life, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Tell
so
me.
small in comparison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to see the different.
Exactly.
Options.
You have to see it in the wrong place before
Yeah.
you realize where the
Like,
right
that's
one
totally
is.
fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there forever, so
Literally.
that's the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now is the time to tell me if you want it moved or not.
Please
okay?
tell me
Yeah.
now. Yeah. But I think I don't know if I'm like, tell me if I'm like kind of all over the place with this, but like what we were talking about, like in terms of like apprenticeships and how we start and like the formula to be a good like tattoo artist, I think none of it really speaks to like just like being a good person to the people you're dealing with.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but also I don't know. Some people it might be hard for them. I don't know because like I think we all know like super uber talented tattoo artists who are like
Mean.
perfect at what they do, whatever. But yes, end up
Just
being really mean and just like have like bad reputations with clients because they like don't have any empathy for them. I feel like I'd rather like when we're hiring like for our studios, I'm not looking more for like, oh, like how renowned are you? It's like, oh, how do you treat people? Like, yes, your work should be good, but also like how are you dealing with clients? How are you empathizing with them? I'm looking more for that than like, oh, like how many magazines have you been on? You know what I mean? Or like, oh, you had like a perfect apprenticeship, perfect career, 10 out of 10, blah, blah. I'm not looking for that. You know, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
So like I think I don't really care where people come from as long as like they're putting out good work and they're like taking care of the people that they're like providing a service to. I think that's like the main thing people should be looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the experience.
Exactly.
You can like you get a piece and it's beautiful, but then like let's say there was like something weird that happened during the appointment or
Mhm.
something.
You're probably
and,
gonna
like,
think about that
Yeah, you're like-
over anything.
oh my god, this piece is beautiful,
then
but I also
now
think
you
of
have-
this trauma.
Yes. Now you have this like permanent reminder of like, wow, that guy was sexually harassing me. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah,
Which has happened for like a
there's a
bunch
lot
of
of
people.
nightmare stories. out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So
That's my worst nightmare. Oh my
me too.
God.
I think I'm lucky I've never had an experience like that.
Me
but-
either.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've heard too many stories, but I don't know. I feel like my brain is so random, you guys. But like, just to circle that back around, For like, I don't care where you came from as long as you're doing good now.
Treat people nicely.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, but I feel like we could like talk about this like for the 96 hours or whatever, because there's so much
100 hours.
there's so much context and there's so many things that go into it. But I think as long as you're taking yourself in a direction where you can like hold yourself to a standard and people can like keep you accountable to that, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I
kind
don't
of
know.
like, I guess off on a smaller tangent. It's like talking about the experience of the tattoo. Like you're spending so many hours with possibly like a random person if it's like they're the first time coming to see you.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, this is like a 3-hour appointment. Like I want to at least have a decent time.
I want to
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like,
Vibe.
Yeah.
I social anxiety.
Mhm.
Like afterwards, it's like, oh God, did I like, was that weird when I did that? Or like
Probably.
just doubting myself. So like,
But you
Well,
like
I don't
find
know,
the
it's
people
both
who like the
ways.
weird though.
Couldn't
Sorry?
be that weird.
You want
if
to
they
find the
come
people
back.
that like the weird.
yes,
Yes.
that's that as well.
Yes.
So socially anxious people come over here.
Come
Yeah, but
come
they-
find
They
Sarina.
come
We'll
back.
be fine. We'll be
That's
awkward
fine.
together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I think with my clients, like, I don't know. Like if you are overhearing our conversation, sometimes I'm like, I'm probably annoying so many people right now because it's just us being like, oh my gosh, like what? Just like kikiing basically. But like, I think that's also special for the client because they can just like be themselves and like be silly and be girly or whatever. And yeah, I think I've noticed like over the years I've been tattooing, like you attract a type of person.
You can tell
For
who's
sure.
whose client.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Mine are just like me. Awesome. So
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Megan's
Okay.
clients are all stoner girlies like her. Basically.
look at me.
Wait, do you smoke weed?
No.
Oh, okay.
She
As I was
smokes.
thinking about it, I was like,
she
wait, do you
smokes
smoke?
cigarettes.
The cigarette.
Keep in mind,
Give me a cigarette.
they're vape girlies like you.
Vape girlies.
Vape girlies. Yeah. And then yeah, I think like for you, you have like, would you say like your clients are pretty similar to you? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that come back. For
yeah.
sure.
Like a
Like,
little
hi.
weird, kind of
Little
cutesy.
quirky.
But
Yeah.
it's like, all right, 90% of these days I'm an awkward human being.
Yeah.
And I see that you are as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Do
try
a good
and do-
tattoo.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Good
do
time.
a good tattoo.
Oh my gosh, my favorite client of yours is the one that whenever he wants to book in with you, he emails. He's like, "Much wow, here for a new tattoo," and
Oh
he
my
like
God.
talks like Doge or whatever, and I'm like, okay, but that guy's cool.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
time he comes
he's
in, it's
fun.
like a vibe. I'm like, yeah, that's like Sarina's client, just like kind of weird,
Yeah.
but cool.
Do
And
you
then I
have-
feel like for Nate, all
Yeah.
your clients are like exactly like you.
No, they have to be, bro.
Yeah.
I think after my apprenticeship, I was like, I'm so done with taking like just random people.
What kind of people do you not want?
because like the thing is like my mentor was like a fine line artist.
Oh,
so
so they're all
she-
fine line girlies, or
So
what?
she got like all of the fine line girlies, all
Yeah.
of like the really prissy girls, and like I had to take a few of them just to like expand my portfolio, just to get practice in and hours in,
Mhm.
and kill myself every time.
Like, okay,
Like-
nothing against those girlies,
Like, okay,
but just like for you,
not-
for what
like,
you want to do.
for what I want to, and like
Yeah.
the thing is, like now, like I like doing fine line stuff a little
Mhm.
bit more than I did before, but that's because like I know that I can.
Yeah.
But like even now, like the clients that get those fine line stuff
Mhm.
might be a little bit girly, but like they still have like a vibe that like I can match,
Mhm.
and they're not like, I don't want to say anything bad.
He's just trying to get canceled.
Oh,
all the
Cancel
fine line
culture.
girlies are like,
they're like
They're like, what you gonna say?
unproblematic.
Like side
you know,
eye.
I think like that's like my biggest thing is just like unproblematic clients usually are just like the best for me,
yeah,
and it makes it be the best for them.
yeah.
Because then I'm just giving, like, we're just vibing. I'll talk the whole time.
Mhm.
Like, there is actually, like, very rare that, like, I'll actually have, like, a silent, like, appointment
Mhm.
unless I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah.
But, like, half the time, I'm talking to my clients. I'm getting to know them. I'm, like, figuring out, especially if they're Filipino, if I know them in Calgary. Which is so fucking funny.
If you're a
But,
Filipino youngest son, go see
Oh my god.
Nathan.
I'm the one
For
for
your
you.
tattoos.
I'm the one for you. For real.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I don't know. Okay, you said earlier like unproblematic. Like, have you had problematic clients before?
Like I mean like in my again apprenticeship, like the biggest thing was like um making like really minute adjustments like consistently, and like it like goes back to like I want to make this good for the long time, and like I'll go through like all the hardship of like stenciling for like 2 hours, but at the same time it's like there's definitely like a limit where it's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous.
Like they don't trust you as the artist.
Yeah, because it's like I'm giving you the best option. I'm telling you why this is the best option, and then you're like, okay, can we do it like this? 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 And then them going back to the same option. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the time to show you the same option, but like if you're gonna go back and not at least have like a different thing for me, I'm like, you could have just went with the first option, because like I was like I had your best interest in mind.
Yeah.
I could just be complaining.
No,
complain.
like they
You
need
know,
to trust you.
Yeah,
They
like
need to trust you. But like if they're meeting you for the first time,
yeah,
and like there's a lot of like stand up for yourself. This is your body. You can like
Yeah.
put the tattoo where you want. So it's like that balance. But then they're like
It-
you're
it-
always explaining like this is why we.
this
be
is
good
why
like
it would
this.
be here. This is
Yeah.
why we're good here, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another like thing was just like scheduling. I don't know. Scheduling is tough. Scheduling is a big one where like it comes to like let's say I have a really big project that I have a client with that is like super nerve-wracking for me,
Yeah.
right? Because like this was like back when I was still like getting used to bigger projects and stuff like that. If a client who is going to keep rescheduling, keep like changing, or like keep like prolonging like the mental effort that I'm putting in, I'm gonna be like, it's okay, don't come to me.
also, you're anxious too.
Yeah,
like, it's like
I'm
Anxious
pretty
girls.
anxious. I feel like I just like throw it away more often than not. But like
yeah.
You can do that.
what? So
You can just push it aside.
that's Filipino trauma.
Just don't deal with it.
Just don't deal.
Don't
with
talk
it.
about
It's
it.
like if you deal with it
Don't
now,
acknowledge it.
you can deal with it later.
God.
But like yeah, like that was like the biggest thing. Like I used to have like back when I was an apprentice, I would get like these clients that would come in and just like fully change a design.
Yeah.
And I would like, the thing is like we would have a consult, everything. I would give them like a design that I think would be like really good, and then all of a sudden they're like, no. And I'm like, it took me like 6 hours to draw this, are you sure? And they're like, yes. And they're like, but I still want to get it done today. And so I like, there's this one time I drew like a dragon for this old lady, and she was like an old lady. She's like 70 years old.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were gonna say something like 40 or something.
No,
I'd
no,
be
no,
like,
no. Old. Like she was a grandma. The only reason she was getting tattoos was because her husband died,
oh.
which is fucking crazy.
And
But like,
R.I.P. husband.
R.I.P.
for real.
R.I.P.
But like, she was like getting tattooed for like a solid like 3 years and stuff. So she was like fully covered
Oh,
by the time she came to me.
frick. Okay.
But
Damn,
like,
grandma.
Okay. Great.
yeah, I gave her like, I was in contact with her daughter, like as the consult. So
Yeah.
her daughter would tell me what her grandma would like, and then I would do something for it.
Yeah.
And then the grandma came in, and she was like,
Nah.
no.
Oh man.
I remember I stressed out, and I redrew it.
Yeah.
I was like changing parts, moving parts around in Procreate. And then for like 2 or 3 hours, they were just hanging out at the studio. And I'm like fucking rushing.
Just sweating.
And then I finally finish it. Grandma loves it. We tattoo it. It's good. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
cool. Thank God you love it. I don't want to see you again.
Okay, I thought that was gonna take a turn.
No,
at one
no,
point.
no,
You're like, we tattoo it, and then she hated it.
No, she loved it. It was great. It was
Okay,
great.
okay,
It was
okay.
exactly what she wanted. And
Cute.
I was like, sick.
Yeah.
Please don't come back.
That's hard.
Because it's just fucking nerve-wracking, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, and like, I don't know, I've been getting it more with like clients lately where I feel like I'm just like missing the mark.
Missing the mark, like in terms of the communication,
in,
or
ter-
like
in terms of like the design, like it kind of brings up the imposter syndrome because I'm like, I don't know why you're coming to me.
Okay, well,
It
okay,
would.
here, before we dive into why you're not adequate in these projects, and maybe you just weren't the best, like, fit for that project,
Maybe,
you know?
but like that's the thing though, because it's like now that like people kind of know me, right? Like,
Oh my gosh.
no. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting tattooed by Nathan.
Oh my
Fucking-
god.
Like,
sorry.
So crazy.
You know, like when you have like a consult
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, have all your notes,
Mm-hmm.
and then usually like you'll just show them like the day of.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do.
No, I do the same.
I don't send stuff
Me neither.
prior
That's
because it's just
stressful.
like
You never know.
it's stupid because then they'll change it on the day.
Yeah, but then you're just emailing back and forth for like
Yeah, exactly.
forever.
You're just making alterations the whole time.
Whereas-
but like
or they take it
Less
and go
is talk in
somewhere else.
person when I see you.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like so like I've had like a few times where it's like a bigger design and they'll come in and they're like, this isn't what I want. And I'm like and like again, it's like one of those things where it's like, did I really not picture what you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like even like during the consult, like I'm drawing, I'm sketching out. I'm like, okay, what about this? How do you feel about this?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh yeah, I love it. I latch onto that. I
Mhm.
make the drawing off of that thing that they're talking about because
Yeah.
obviously that's the thing that they relate to.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden they come in on the thing and it's like, oh, actually, you know the reference I sent you? I just want it like that, just like your style. I'm like, bro, why didn't you just say that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like those like clients like that, you know, they turn out, like in my opinion, they turn out great designs still, but it's just like
Mhm.
just be forthcoming with your wants because I'm
Mhm.
not gonna get mad at you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that, I feel like I feel like that's like the thing that I'm trying to propel in
Mhm.
my career, where it's just like, be honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be honest with me because I want this tattoo to be yours.
Yeah.
You come at me with a Pinterest design, I'm gonna make it yours,
Mm-hmm.
not the Pinterest design. I'm not gonna give you
Mhm.
that. I'm gonna give you something that I'm gonna translate for you and make it yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah,
If they did any research on you beforehand.
that's
and,
they
Yeah.
would know. They would know
yeah,
what to
they'd be like,
expect.
this is what your style
Mhm.
is.
I don't
and,
know, but,
that's
like,
what it would be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think that's like gonna be the age old thing. Like just
Yeah.
communicating. Like even outside of tattooing, communicating is hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then with tattooing, it's like, this is what I have in my head. But obviously you can't like read people's minds. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's always gonna be like a balance, I think, of like finding what they want and like figuring out like what's best
yeah.
in terms of like the tattoo design, you know? I don't know.
I
But
mean, you could. Honestly, you could say it's my fault too. Like, if you think about it, like we have another artist, Elisa, or Eli.
mm-hmm.
They've been. They're so smart with how they approach like, consults, that they'll make 3 iterations,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 flash,
Yep.
and it's just like, I think I'm just like, maybe the overconfidence of just like, 1 and that's it.
I do
And
like
I'm-
2 or 3.
That's the thing. Like now, like lately, I've been doing like few more like give people options.
Unless
Mhm.
it's a big one.
But unless it's a big one, it's like, well, shit.
So you get one,
You know
dog.
what I mean? Like I tried so hard. Like,
Yeah. I
but
don't know. But like also don't compare to Eli because like that's just how they like structure their mind. That's how they organize their
yeah,
like
that's true.
planning, right?
Mhm.
Because like I've watched them do that like multiple times and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
You know, you need to find
Yeah.
what works for you
Yeah.
and like kind of just figure out like, oh, what do I need from clients and able like to be able to make something worthy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah.
I don't know. But I think like as long as you figure out a way of like asking those questions and like being like super clear on like what you need from them to like, I don't know, be able to draw something for them, like it should work out in the end.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be hard because like communicating,
It's
and then
just a
people just
pro-
change
it's a
their minds
process.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's a
They're like, here's these
process.
references, and then they come in, they're like, I actually found these other ones, and it's like, okay.
Why didn't you at least
You
tell
know?
me beforehand?
So like you can't
Yeah, yeah.
control like how people will react or like what they'll bring to you. and that's always going to be something that's going to be kind of like, okay, I'm going to have to like dance with this a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's not a reflection of you, you know?
It's just a matter of like, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like part of a client artist relationship, you know? You can't ever get mad at it.
Yeah. Pause while Megan goes pee. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm cramping. Oh, I'm cramping.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now Nate's not going to grow anymore because she stepped over his leg.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
It's okay. I'm 24. I don't need to grow anymore.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. But that's like, I don't know. Can we keep talking even though Megan's not here or what? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I just want to reassure you, like, that's not a reflection of you. Because, like, literally, I bet you Water Street has the exact same experiences with people. Because you never know what kind of person the client's gonna be until you like meet them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
I don't get it twisted either. It's like a matter of it's a learning thing.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like, I think overall, like, there's always going to be clients similar to that, not similar to that, where it's like one shot, good to go.
Yeah.
One shot, let's maybe tweak a few things. It's like not a bad. I think I'm realizing like it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just something to navigate.
Yeah.
At the end
It's
of
a
the
mixed
day.
bag. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
like, I don't know, talking about my clients, like we're always like geeking or whatever. But like even those girls and guys that I like vibe with, sometimes, yeah, they're terrible communicators and we have to like redraw a bunch. And sometimes
Yeah.
they're like, bet, draw me whatever, I don't care. And they let me put it on them, right?
Yeah.
But like I think the main thing is just like preparing for that situation. Like, yes, we would love for it to be in one shot, but also do I have enough time in case it's not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I like to factor that into like my planning for the piece, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's always what I'm doing for my bigger stuff. Like I'm always like doing bigger projects, like just doing a full day session, flat rate. Let's
Yeah.
just talk about it. If it's not what you want the first time around, we have the whole fucking day.
Yeah.
We have the whole day.
Yep.
Like, I actually just went through that recently last week. I drew a client's sleeve and I kind of forgot that it was a 3/4 design and I drew it as a full sleeve.
Oh.
I was in the back for like an hour, but I didn't feel bad because I was just like,
Because you had the full day.
because like that we knew going in.
Yeah.
We knew going in that was the expectation. If it had come to that,
Yeah.
we have time for it.
Yeah.
The fact is, nobody's coming in after you. You're
not rushing.
I'm all yours. You're all mine. That today, and we're just working on you. We're making sure that we get through a good tattoo for you, and then I think like that's one thing that I learned.
Yeah.
Was just like if it's going to be a big project, something that's going to be stressful, give it a flat rate, have more time, and then at the end of the day, I get to make a great good tattoo.
Yeah.
My client gets to have a good tattoo.
That's all we can ask for.
Slay.
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 Megan, Sarina, do either of you have anything you want to add to that?
Go ahead, Megan.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm too lost right now. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
What are we talking about? I feel like we just went down like
It was like a
topic are we
big.
on?
It was
A
a big
bunch
thing
of
about
rabbit
me.
holes.
I don't know. I
No.
don't know. We were like interviewing me for a second.
So
You're
we're
the
here.
guest
This
of
is
honor.
a group therapy session for Nate specifically. That's what we're doing.
I'm the
We're here for
I'm
you,
actually the
Nate.
rotating cast for this week.
We're actually this actually
So-
isn't even being recorded. We're just here for you. It's an it's an intervention.
We're not recording. Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
We haven't been recording this whole time.
That's not that hasn't
fucking-
been on the
the
whole
thing
time.
ain't blinking.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everyone's panicking.
We're sending this to our therapist right after. Like, this is the guy we're talking about right now.
No, I love it, right? Because like there's so many different like tattoo styles out there, and then like behind that there's so many different artists behind that.
How did you, like, find your style?
Girl, I don't know.
Yep.
Like
Like, did you, like do a bunch of, like, different ways and
I
then
don't
just
know.
kind of,
I
like,
kinda-
figured it out?
I kind of just researched tattoos that I liked. Like, I don't think there was like a conscious effort where it was like, this is exactly what I want to do. It was more like, oh, what kind of tattoos would I want to get? Like, what kind of styles do I enjoy, like drawing or like seeing? And it kind of just like grew from that. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a conscious like I'm gonna do this thing.
This
I
is
just like
me.
yeah, I just like had things I enjoyed drawing, and then it was like, here we are doing it still.
I could relate.
fair.
I could relate to that.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I think like with my experience, it was like I was starting doing script, fine line, everything like that was itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
And then just like the few clients that gave me like creative freedom, fucking terrifying, by the way.
Yeah.
To have somebody be like
Terrifying, but also like so good.
yeah, you know, and like whenever somebody's like, do whatever you want, and I'm like, no way. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. But like the few clients that I had that were friends, like that gave me the freedom to do stuff that I actually wanted to start doing, I think like you just kind of take that
Yeah.
and then you just like you said, you just start rolling with it.
Yeah.
It's
And then
just
also
snowballing.
like I don't know. I don't know if you guys all started. Well, I guess we probably all started the same, just like doing walk-ins to start.
Yeah.
Like people would come with projects, and I would like do something per like their requests, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of lit. Actually, I should like do more stuff like this. Like, have you guys ever had that kind of happen? Or
I think so.
yeah, I don't know,
I
because
didn't
I'm
take
like,
walk-ins.
What?
huh?
No, I didn't take walk-ins.
It was all a
Oh.
plan.
Ever?
Oh
No.
yeah, because your studio was like
It was a private studio.
it was a private
right.
studio.
It was weird though. Like I got like a decent amount of following. So then while I was doing free tattoos, that was where like most of my clientele was.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
shit.
okay. Okay, never mind. I assumed everyone's done walking.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, is that something like you're still trying to figure out? Like, what do I want to do, or like
Oh,
what
dude,
do
always.
Yeah.
I like trad though, because it's just I like thick,
Yeah.
the thick, bold shit.
Thick
Yeah.
bold lines are crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like I started with fine line stuff. It just like wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I just like I breathe and I'm like, Frank.
Yep.
I'm
you
like,
can see
oh,
it. You
there,
can see
there
it.
we go.
You
I'm
can
so
see it way
sorry.
easier. That's
I
there
feel
now.
that. I feel that. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
there now.
like script and stuff. Like you'd be like pulling like something and you breathe raw and there's like that little dot.
Ugh.
Where you
Times
just,
New Roman.
Just the one where it's just like. Eek, and
Yep.
like, oh.
Freaking Times New Roman numerals.
Yo,
The bane of my existence. Oh my gosh. Because like it's like the same, or like angel numbers. It's like the same thing over and over.
So hard.
If one of them is off,
you know.
it's like there it is.
Yeah,
It's
and
right
like,
there.
All I
like,
can
it's
see
like
now.
only you can see it
Yeah.
because it's just like the littlest bit.
Am I the only one that can see it? I don't know. I'm stressed.
I just tell myself. You know?
I don't do angel numbers anymore. Or script. Oh my gosh.
Me either.
Yeah.
Like there's a
but-
like odd script I do and I'm like,
yeah.
I hold my breath.
Yep. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's another way. That's another way to figure out your style too. Like, what do you not like to do, right?
I also just like trad. If you ever see any of my tattoos,
Yeah. Yeah, because like same. Like I feel like my tattoos, I don't know if my tattoos look like what I like to tattoo, but like when I tattoo something, I'm like, I would get this. You know what I mean?
right? Like drawing flash,
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm ever doing something and I'm like, I hate this, it's like I probably shouldn't have been doing this for this person.
Right?
Right? Because like again, there's so many artists out there. Like you should find someone that's actually passionate about their project, right?
True.
So I don't know. But anyway, sorry. Like it's a work in progress always about what you want to do and figuring out your style, right? Yeah.
What do you do about like clients that like come, like returning clients that come to you
Mm-hmm.
and they're like let's say for example they know other artists, but the fact is you're the one that they trust the most, and they
Mhm.
give you a design that you hate.
Then we have to have boundaries in place to be like,
Yeah.
I'm not the one to do this for you.
Really?
Yeah, like I've
Yeah.
had some returning clients ask me for like super fine line stuff,
yeah.
and I go, "Here's my bestie Jana and Alex.
Yeah.
I cannot do this for you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry."
Okay. Yeah.
I
And,
think
like,
boundaries are really important.
yeah, most of the time they're super chill about it.
Yeah.
because they're like, "Well, thank you." For
Especially if you phrase it in a way like,
fucking it up.
hey,
Yeah.
like I could tackle this for you, but I know this other person that does this all the time and they're amazing at it. I think they would do a better job. Because what
Yeah.
are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, no, I want your crappy tattoo on me.
Which
Yeah,
is
I'm
like,
no.
which is like important
Yeah.
to be willing, more than willing to be like, this is not something I can do well.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, because yeah, boundaries, but also like limitations of like what you're comfortable with is
Exactly.
going to reflect in like how the tattoo is
Yeah.
going to show up.
And then if anyone claims to be good at every single thing,
Yeah.
that's a lie, because you don't have enough time in the world to master every single thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Could
it's
you
like,
imagine?
oh my
I'd be
gosh.
fucking unsolvable.
I mean, if anyone wants to be my anonymous benefactor so I can just learn all the time and not have to work, that'd be lit.
Yeah.
But until then, we gotta focus in on something and figure out what can I give this person that is the best of my ability.
Yeah.
Right? Like most of the time when I do say no to clients, I feel like I'm lucky I don't say no very often, but it's like
No.
A, like not my style. B, I don't like to do names.
It's bad juju.
And if anything's really like offensive, but thankfully I don't think I get a lot of those. So I'm good. But sometimes people will walk in and then you'll just like have to have like the wherewithal to be like, no. Like I think Sarina's really good at actually.
Yeah.
Sarina had a consultation one time here at Stone, and you know how it's like big open room, and like I'm just sitting there pretending I'm not listening, but like
Always
there's this guy-
listening.
always listening. But there was this one homie who came in, like I swear he was on something. Like he was like, yo, I want this like dragonfly with like a constellation in the wings, but also, and Sarina was just like, I don't recommend that.
Yeah, I tried to like give explanations like, oh, that's a cool idea, but I don't think this would age very nicely, or this might like not come across as what you're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
And then he would, it's like it wasn't sticking.
Yeah.
And then he would just keep adding things, like kind of like a cornucopia tattoo, like
Yeah.
oh, this and this and this and this.
Like you
And,
said
like,
no
why
to
not
this
just
thing.
the dragonfly?
How about this other thing?
Yeah. Or
And you're like, no to that too.
just try to like keep putting things in the wings, and I'm like, no. I'm gonna
But
say I'm not the artist.
You were really good though. I feel like you were really good at like gently deflecting. I think a lot of us were like all people pleasers, so we're like don't want to say no to people.
What?
But you can say no gently. You can be like, hey,
Nah.
like I
No
love
thanks.
this.
I'm good.
like Nate, you can be like, I love this idea, but my homie Sarina could do this. better
Yeah.
for me. Or my homie
That's
Megan.
that's
could do this
usually
better
how
for
it
me.
goes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, because if you phrase it like that, they can't get mad at you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, they're not gonna be like, how dare you not know how to do this thing? You know, it's like, go to someone who's good at it.
Like end it on a positive. Like
Yeah,
go in this
exactly.
direction, not just like no.
Yeah, like frick you,
No,
get
thank
out
you.
of here.
I am gonna politely decline.
Yeah,
Thanks.
if you
Yeah.
phrase it like that, like, hey, like I see the vision. Don't think I can do that for you. I know this person though, because I did have a client email the other day that like I've tattooed a bunch of times, and he wanted like this kind of like brush stroke kind of thing, and I'm like, that's a cool idea. However, I don't know if I can do this for you. So like, turn that guy away. You know what I mean? And like, if people are like cool regulars, they'll come back to you
Yeah.
for other projects.
Like anyways, yeah.
Yeah, that are like your style. You know what I mean? And like that's I don't know if you guys have noticed this either, but like you know how some clients are like, oh my sorry, I like went to another artist, or like I cheated on you, I got this. Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
Oh, I get mad.
Do you get that?
No, I don't
Oh!
I get so pissed, dude.
No, because that always makes me laugh because I'm like, I don't care. Like like I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm always happy to see people getting more tattoos. Like I'm like, oh that's sick, blah blah. You know, but like I think people are like,
Ended up coming back.
yeah, they came back to you. Like it's like whatever.
It's like
I don't know.
chill,
Also, I don't
sick.
own you. You're not like an object.
Hey,
Like now that I've tattooed you, you cannot get tattooed by anyone else.
okay.
You better come back.
You better come back to me. I'll be paying attention. I don't know.
There's
That's
another
like,
one that's new. I'm
Yeah.
gonna know.
I'm keeping count. I'm keeping track somehow on your body.
You can't
You're
collect
like,
art.
okay, so it's time for me to count the tattoos you
My
got.
art?
Okay? Make sure
Yeah.
there's
Okay,
something.
better
strip.
be.
You make it right now, okay?
So toxic. Oh my gosh. No, but like I don't know. Like I think a lot of people these days are just like collecting art, and if like their vision doesn't line up with yours, yeah, we have like a million artists who can do it. You know? What I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like not that deep.
I don't mind. I don't
100%.
really
So
care.
say no to the project. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay for y'all to say no. Look at me. It's okay for you guys to say no. Okay.
Thank you.
Mom?
Consent.
Huh?
Consent is
Thank
very
you.
important.
Yeah. Consent.
sides.
Consent both ways.
Yeah.
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 Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like, plus like this is like a really special experience for clients, right?
Yeah.
And if you can't be passionate about their project, it's like you're kind of robbing them of that.
Oh, 100%.
That
Yeah.
is.
So also there's that point of it as well.
I just want my clients to have fun.
Yeah.
Have
we
a
just
good
wanna
time.
vibe. We just want to kiki, you know,
I just want to giggle.
giggle. Oh my gosh. I feel like we've lost direction. I don't know where we are now.
Tattoo trends.
Tattoo trends.
Trends.
Is that what we're gonna talk about now? Oh, these girls. Are you guys leaving? Oh,
Oh.
I thought you were waving goodbye. Dang. Oons, oons. Okay, really quick. Yeah, let's talk about tattoo trends really quick.
Close it off with trends.
Close it off with what we've noticed in the tattoo industry that has been coming up.
Fine line.
I mean,
Ignorant.
is that new?
Ignorant style tattoos.
Huh?
Ignorant
Ooh.
tattoos.
Freaking ignorant.
Those make me giggle.
What do you guys think about ignorant?
Make me giggle.
If it's
That's all I'm gonna
a
say.
cool design
Yeah.
and like the artist can clearly like pull a line.
Yeah.
Because like there's like
Yeah.
a balance
Okay,
between
yeah,
like
yeah.
a scratcher ignorant.
Yeah.
And
There's
it's
like- there's
oh,
like-
it's the style.
Yeah. There's actually bad tattoos or like technically very well done, but bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that
Yes.
that's overall a good tattoo.
Yes.
Because it's done well.
Yes.
It's done well. It's done badly, but well.
It's a bad
purposely well.
design.
Yeah, purposely
It's
well.
a bad
Yes,
drawing
that's
tattooed well.
That's like the
That's what
equivalent-
my perception of it is. I
That's the
think.
equivalent of like ugly hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
see that.
you know what I mean? You know, like,
Ugly hot?
yeah. Have you heard that?
No.
Like ugly hot and like hot ugly.
I'm pretending to know what you're talking about,
Nope.
but I must
Do you
confess
know
I
what
don't.
I'm talking about?
I pretended like I knew it, but I
Okay,
don't.
quick tangent. Okay. Okay. Imagine Ryan. No. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Is he hot ugly, or is he ugly hot? He's hot ugly.
Okay.
Can you see that he's hot ugly? No. Jude. No, Jude. No, Jude.
Who? Actually, I can see that. What? Lindsay Lohan's is hot.
Is this before?
No.
or
You
after?
no, but that's the thing though.
Okay.
Like, okay,
Where are we going with this?
okay.
Wait, can you describe it using tattoo
Yeah, can we use
styles?
tattoo
Okay.
terminology?
Ignorant style
Okay.
tattoo is ugly hot?
Okay, ignorant styles, tattoos that are done poorly
Basement?
are just
Just bad.
like essentially hot ugly because they're hot because they fit the aesthetic,
Okay.
but they're done poorly.
Like the person didn't know how to tattoo.
Like the person didn't know how to tattoo.
Okay.
It's like a scratch.
So that's
tattoo.
hot ugly.
Like a hot mess?
It's hot ugly because it follows the aesthetic, but it's
Okay.
ugly
Nice.
because it's just done bad. It's
Okay.
probably gonna heal terrible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then like hot ugly is like the intentional done very well, but it's intended to look bad.
Yeah.
Like it's intended to
Okay,
look
I think we're
ignorant.
talking about hot ugly then for ignorant style.
That's like
Done right.
no, we're talking about ugly hot.
You know what? Frick this.
I'm already
I'm lost. I'm lost now.
Over this.
It's like a weird line, but like to like what Sarina said,
Yeah.
it's like ignorant style tattoos that like look ignorant but are done well. Like,
Yeah.
those are good tattoos.
Yeah.
But ignorant tattoos that are done poorly are just bad tattoos.
Okay, let's just say like if you got tattooed at a party by some rando who's like super drunk, that's not ignorant style. That's just bad. Can we agree on that?
Vibes.
Can we agree on that?
It's not for the
100%.
art.
Jude's just looking at me over here like, what I got?
Did you do that?
He's gotten those
Did you
tattoos.
do-
He's gotten those tattoos. He hasn't done.
Oh,
Wait,
you-
have you done
oh.
it? You haven't done a tattoo in someone's basement, have you?
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
During a party.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Don't be proud.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I feel like my understanding of ignorant is like, oh, it's like a bad drawing, but the lines are crisp. It ages well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's from what I can tell.
Yeah.
But then the ones that you get, I don't know. I've had so many clients like, oh, I got tattooed by this guy at this party. I like to imagine it's the same dude, just going to different parties, like
Could you imagine?
ruining people's lives. I don't know. He doesn't even know the people there. He's like, I know Matt. And they're like, come in. And he's just tattooing terrible tattoos on people. Anyway, sorry. Long tangent. But I think that's my understanding of ignorant.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You said you didn't like it.
I don't like it.
I kind of love that.
You do?
They
Really?
Because like, here's
It's
the thing,
fine.
No, there's like
I-
there's a niche for it. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like, I'll look at an ignorant tattoo and be like, holy fuck, that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then I'll look at another one and I'll be like, holy fuck, that's
Yep.
hot trash.
Yeah. No, there's
ugly
a fine
hot.
line. There's a
That's a
very
fine line.
There's a very fine line.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I feel like yes, I can appreciate the really artistic, really beautiful designs. But also, if someone comes in and they're like, "I want this frog like falling off a skateboard drawn badly," I'm like, "Yes, I want to do that."
please.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
I would do that any day. You know, because
Yeah.
I think like yes, like we love meaningful tattoos and like great like art and stuff, but also the stupid tattoos. I don't know what it is. Just like brings me joy.
Yeah.
It makes me giggle.
Yeah.
It gets you out of the dark times.
Huh?
Like that tattoo, it has like a certain energy, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this one's so stupid.
Yep.
And then it's like you're in a dark place mentally, and you look at that tattoo, and you're like, oh, you know what?
I think that's like like a lot of like is it still Gen Z or is it Gen Alpha now? Those
Girl,
younger
I don't
guys?
know.
I think Alpha's the new
I don't
one.
know.
Alpha.
I don't know you
What?
guys.
Alpha.
I'm just
Why
old
are they
now.
alpha?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, they're the ones that are getting like the stupidest tattoos because they're
Really?
like, I want to die, so I don't care.
Oh, I thought
I
they
mean, like-
got tattooed. I want to die.
Oh, they might. I don't know. If anyone has a tattoo that says I want to die, I want to
Send
see
your
it.
I mean, I got a
Into-
coffin.
I want to see it. But like, I think, yeah, like, I feel like a lot of like my younger clients, like fresh 18, are like, I want this bad drawing. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, do you want me to clean up the lines? They're like, no. And I'm like, okay. You know? So it's like, there's like, I don't know. Like, I guess. I keep saying there's a fine line all the time. I think
It's
I've
a
said that
niche.
like
It's a niche.
10 times. Yeah.
A niche for
But
it.
like, I think that's specific. Like, I'll do the weird, funny tattoo, but if it's like, I don't know, like suggestive or like, I don't know, just creepy, then I'm like, that's not ignorant anymore. This is bad.
It's weird. Yeah.
You know?
Not the
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah. But thankfully, I haven't had too many clients with like creepy requests. So it's just been fun,
Not
ignorant.
yet.
Fun, ignorant so far. Oh my God. I
It's
don't
been
know.
fungnorant.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's roll with it.
Put that on a new aesthetic.
Anyways, have you guys done any ignorant tattoos that you really liked?
I don't think I've actually done any.
No.
I've definitely done a few.
Yeah.
There was this one. It was really cute though.
What
it
was
was
it?
like, it was there was this. You know, like on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know how like there's like a bunch of like those like artists that like fun ideas. Like they'll just like draw like pen
Oh,
drawings of,
yeah.
like fun ideas you could get with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
There's this really cute one where it was like it was two frogs that were like they were in suits
Mm-hmm.
that were just like shooting each other.
Oh.
And somebody came to me and they were like, "You do skeletons, just change the frog into a skeleton so that me and my friend could get it."
Oh, that's
And
fun.
it's really it's such a goofy thing, but like my clients were pretty hairy, so I imagine they're getting lost in the hair
in
right
the
now.
hair now.
But like
Oh.
it's so goofy because they stand next to each other and it's just like a fucking skeleton just with a sawed-off shotgun, and then one that with like a Tommy gun just like pointing to the other.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a goofy idea, but it was really fun to do.
Oh, I want to see that. That sounds cute.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. Like that, the clients I got, they're sick people.
So
too.
you do like ignorant tattoos then?
Just like occasional. I can't lie. But it's like again, it's like you do it well for someone. It's like you can't not
Yeah.
make it a good tattoo.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
So can't stress.
Yeah. Also, they're adults, so they can get whatever they want,
100%.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. How about you, Sarina?
Not really. Like, or they come to me with like an
Mhm.
ignorant style idea, and
Mhm.
then I'm like, I'm gonna draw it in my style.
Yeah.
So like, it's the same idea, but in my style.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like a shift out of the ignorant.
So it's not ignorant anymore. It's like
Yeah, the
That's good.
idea was, but no.
But it's ink baby.
ink BB.
It's an BB piece. Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, what are we vote? Are we into ignorant or are we like?
think they're a vibe.
nah? Yeah.
It's like overall. I mean, it can't. It's a vibe.
Nate's on the fence.
It's overall a vibe. Overall.
I like sitting on the fence too.
Yeah.
I like pointing at good ones.
Oh.
I'm like, I like that one. I'll follow you.
Yeah.
You have good ideas.
I like those
Okay.
little frogs.
I think
Frogs
yeah,
are
we
just
brought up frogs
a
a
good
lot.
way to go.
Yeah.
Frogs are
says,
fucking
says the
awesome.
girly with the frog hat. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Yeah. But like I feel like that's not gonna be the weirdest thing that's gonna come out. So I'll take the weird bad drawing.
So, like, I mean, like, I feel like I'm based a lot of my opinions on like the artists that I know, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's just like, bro, everybody's gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
If that's what a client wants, give them what they want.
So if they're an ignorant tattoo artist that Nate knows, they suck.
Oh,
Don't put that in.
take that out right now.
Don't
Cut
put
that
that in.
Get it. Oh
Okay,
my
let's
God.
like laugh. Okay, now that's where the
Okay.
new clip starts. So-
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That was just my interpretation.
Were we
but-
getting the sign that we're
Yeah, I think we
we
should
need to
wrap
wrap it
up. But
so housekeeping?
hmm?
Housekeeping kind of things. Drop our Instagram handles.
Oh yeah.
Drop the
So
shops.
yeah, we'll have our Instagram handles, our shop's Instagram handle, in the bio or in the description, whatever that looks like.
Whatever it looks like.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah. Oh also, send us like some fun tattoo stories. Like if you guys had like a crazy tattoo experience, or even if it wasn't fun, like if it was just a bad tattoo experience, we want to roast those people. That's what our favorite thing to do is.
or just talk about them.
Or roast,
Yeah.
or
just,
roast
you know,
them.
vibe.
Or, just
Or
talk
roast
about
them.
'em.
Because we're trying to do like story time in the future.
Yeah, kind of like a story time. Like I want to,
That'd be
because
so
like everyone
fun.
has like so many different like experiences in tattooing. That's what makes the tattoo industry so fun. Also maybe not so fun in other instances. So we want to hear all of that. So if you guys have any stories for us that we can talk about and I dissect on here, that'd be fun. That'd be lit. But we'll drop like the email for it in the description. And yeah, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.